2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Are we going live? Are we going live? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host with Mouse Griever, as always, bringing you guys a little more Let's Play, a little more downtime. We're chillaxing for about an hour. We're chillaxing for about a solid hour, hour 15 sort of idea. Nothing crazy, because I do have work in the morning, but it's a little bit of a late start, so it is what it is there. So what we're going to be doing is just playing some more Diablo. We got Fire Emblem, we won. Sapphire Nuzlocke, we won. So we are 2 for 2. So now let's jump into Act 2 of Diablo 3. A great fucking game. One of the games that I've poured a lot of shit and time into. So let's just get on with it. Let's jump back into the beauty that is Diablo 3. Good times, good times. I'm glad I got it to work again, because goddamn. It's actually complicated getting like a good computer connection like between you, the PS4, you know, and all that shit. Alright, so here we have our man. Here we have our boy. Now, I gotta remember how I'm doing this shit, so I forget exactly what I'm doing, but looking at our stats, we're looking pretty okay. I haven't played this in a little bit, so I'm gonna have to re-remember, like the rest of you. I'm gonna have to re-remember how this game goes. But yeah, let's do our thing. So nobody has anything interesting to say. Oh, you do. Wait a minute.
You seem down today. Tell me what Miriam can do for you.
I am not down. I am determined.
Determined to do what? Make me feel sorry for you and your lack of joy? So the demon lords want to crush all humanity beneath their heel. Does that mean you can't smile?
There's a bit of a good argument for that, not gonna lie. There's a bit of a good argument for that. Let's see, and the other thing is the Covenant.
Cultists are making a great mess of things out in the desert. They deserve the painful death you will bring to them.
What is the Coven's goal?
They are torturing and killing innocent villagers to lure you into their trap. But you'll get the better of them, won't you?
Alright. So I believe we already talked to everybody else before the end of the last stream, so I think we just basically go forth. Let's see. Kaladim Bazaar.
Guard, where do these refugees come from?
I am not a guard. I am a Shira, commander of the Iron Wolves. We saved these refugees from Magda's coven, but even now wreaks havoc throughout the borderlands.
As it happens, I am hunting Magda. Where do I find her?
She's heading toward Alcarnus, but has blocked the road behind her. However, there is another way, through the Kasim outpost.
Alrighty. Well, you must have some good information.
All of these people have fled from the cultists in Alcarnus. They are refugees far from their homes.
Why can't they enter the city?
The Imperial Guard lets no one in. These people are sentenced to a slow death.
Ooh.
The Iron Wolves were mercenaries until we helped the Zakharan priests find a successor to the first Emperor Hakan. We became the Emperor's personal guard after that. But everything changed a few months ago when the first refugees began arriving. An Imperial Guard was created to protect the citizens from the refugees, while we were out in the desert fighting the Coven and their demon spawn. Eventually, they took over.
Doesn't seem exactly right to me. Does it seem right to you people? Yeah, what do we got? What do we got? I remember when you used to have to buy dyes and shit.
I like the shiny ones.
I miss those days. I miss old, like you can't even download nowadays. It's very difficult to get old Diablo back. You know, you'd have to do it on the computer. Like, I can't really do it with my discs. Not that I know of, anyway. I guess I could delete everything, like all my old save files or some
The
shit.
inner city is closed by order of His Eminence, Emperor Hakan II. For now, you must all remain here.
Prices may be high, but the quality.
It would have been really cool to play old style Diablo if I could have. Maybe I had a choice. I should have looked into that, because a lot of these changes, I played through these changes and these updates and stuff, but it was never really me, you know.
Many of my banished peers have fled for Lut Gholen.
I really enjoyed the old days when the Hellfire Ring was like the epitome of getting powerful.
Very noble, my lady. So it has nothing to do with the last caravan leaving 10 minutes ago?
What impudence! How dare you even speak to me?
Apologies, my lady. You'd best take up your concerns with the Emperor.
Nice. Searing Sands Inn.
Most commoners know Chaldean by reputation, if not direct experience. The trade city has existed for thousands of years, predating even the Mage clan wars. Its
Wow.
neutral stance throughout the following centuries saved it from the destruction that visited the nearby city of Vizjun, and life, along with trade, carried on.
Interesting history lesson. Skin's in here and says I have arrived. Hi, Skin.
If only the Emperor and his guard had gone mad sooner. All these people being locked out of the city has really...
All this pain and suffering.
Technically, that is actually better than what I'm wearing, but
To adventurers.
I like my legendary shit. I'm not giving it up for anything more than, excuse me, 3 points and everything. Alright, let's talk to Leah.
Teriel and I learned that while the Iron Wolves were fighting Magda in the desert, the Emperor replaced them with Imperial guards who bar all from the inner city.
I suspect that the Iron Wolves were sent out to die. Belial has made his move. We must find a way into the city.
As a child, I explored Chaldean while Uncle Deckard studied here. I can get in through the sewers.
Good. Learn what you can while I hunt Magda. Be careful. Alcarnus sounds like Magda's trap.
Alright, let's go.
This gate leads to Alcarnus. You will need to follow the long road over the canyon bridge and through the Qasim outpost. We haven't heard anything from the Iron Wolves in the desert. If you make it to the Qasim outpost, seek out Captain David.
Well, we're gonna go find a dead Captain David, I'm sure. Ooh, who are
Take
you?
heed, traveler. Cultists guard these desert roads, and they will slay any who pass.
No, they will die. I have come to kill them and their leader.
Then you must not go alone. I shall accompany you.
Oh, the
There
Enchantress
are
comes with
illusions
us.
out there. Mirages to some. But I can see them for what they are. The Coven's foul magic. They will lead you to your death.
The cultists couldn't kill me before, and they won't now. But I thank you for the warning.
There we go. There we go again. Alright. No match for us.
Stay back. They're in the rock.
There we go. Doesn't hurt to bite your tongue and just grin and bear with it, right? Am I right or am I right?
Be careful. They are very near to us.
No one is here. The way is blocked.
You should never have come. Demons were traced on your bones.
Not enough fury. How did you know about the
There
ambush?
we go.
I am an enchantress. The ways of magic and illusion are familiar to me. My name is Arena.
I am grateful for your aid. What really brings you to these lands?
Well, I am also looking for someone. But here, let me clear the way for you.
Captain, from behind!
Protect the people! Iron Wolves!
The ancients read this from
There we go.
If not for you, the Lacuni would have eaten well.
Iron Wolves are still alive.
Are there more Lacuni on the road to Alcarnus?
Even worse. Cultists are casting spells in 2 of their desert lairs to obscure the Black Canyon Bridge.
Let us head north to the Howling Plateau. The cultist magic seems to be emanating from there.
It's 25% experience. Let's freaking do it.
I need fury.
Come out of the desert sands like butter. And there's one entrance. Now we just go ahead and find the other one. Claws, eh?
There is another illusion here. The cultists tried to hide their footsteps. Their spells are weak and easily countered. If we follow these prints, we can find their lairs and halt the rituals.
I'm just gonna discover the whole area anyways, babe, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're good. We are all good, trust me. Alright, so we got a pretty sweet, we got a lair to discover right here already. Not really a lair, but... Oh, I hate these caverns. I will say that Act 2 is probably my least favorite. Just due to these dungeons, they're all really boring and all really the same. By the time you get to Zoltan Cool, you're just gonna be like, God damn, son of a bitch. Like, this shit has had the same goddamn... No wonder Anakin hated sand, you know what I mean? No wonder Anakin hated motherfucking sand. Boom, baby. Oh, and we got something we can't use. That's so sad. Caden said, sup? Hey, Caden. How you doing, man? Alright, that's enough of that out of you, you goddamn ugly ass worm. Caden said, Mace Windu should have killed Anakin when he was a kid. I mean... No, because that wouldn't have solved anything, but still. It's a horrible thing to say. What are you talking about? It's literally basically doing what Anakin Skywalker did to the younglings. That's awful. Anakin was still the one to bring balance to the Force. He did kill the Emperor in the end. It just was a... Everyone bet too hard on the prophecy that he wouldn't turn evil before he did the good shit. You know what I'm saying? And remember, the whole bring balance to the Force, actually there's been a theory since I was a kid about the fact that balance meant like very little in the way of not overly light, not overly dark, being in the gray area, you know what I mean? So, by Anakin and Palpatine killing all the Jedi, and then Darth Vader basically killing Palpatine, it was basically the end with one Jedi left who was going to be morally ambiguous to begin with, and Luke Skywalker. So it was much more balanced because, yeah, there's a few Jedi left and a couple of dark side users, but there was no big power struggle one way or another, you know? There was that argument for the longest goddamn time. I'm not going to lie, I sort of agree with it. At least my 90s kid brain agreed with it. go. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Oh, Jesus. Alright, here we go.
More fury.
God damn. I do good work. That's what I took away from all that. Is that I do goddamn good work. Okay, it's gonna suck if I have to run all the way back. Just to discover whatever it is. Please tell me it circles around. Alrighty. There we go. Quick cut. Caden said if Mace Windu would have killed Anakin when he was a kid, Palpatine wouldn't have had the opportunity to become Emperor, and when he confronted him, he wouldn't have been betrayed. Palpatine became Emperor without Anakin at his side, just so we're clear. He became Emperor, like, literally almost right away. He was still, yeah, he wasn't Emperor, but he was Chancellor. He had controlled the government for the last 20 years without Anakin. Let's be real. That shit happened at the end of episode 1. Let's say Anakin didn't exist. He still had Dooku, you know, who was no fucking slouch. Skin said thoughts on Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. Fucking hilarious, honestly. Well, not hilarious in the sense of the actual act. Hilarious in the sense that all the Twitter people having a fucking opinion on the situation, like they have some sort of power. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's like, you weren't there. You don't know. Maybe Will Smith was a little bit too drunk. Maybe he had a few too many to drink. Maybe tensions ran high. Maybe he thought the buddy was disrespecting his wife, so he smacked that hoe. I mean, you know, like, there's an argument for both sides. What I hate is everyone doing this shit where they're condoling, you know, they're condoning or they're like supportive of, oh yeah, that's exactly what I would do and stuff. It's like, no, he's probably a little embarrassed that he went that far with it, you know? I would be. Like, just because you defend your wife or something, and then you realize, listen, it was sort of just a joke, he's a comedian, blah, blah, blah. It's a bit of a gray area, honestly. Like, I can see both sides of it. I can see, like, listen, defend your woman, smack a bitch, right? When he starts calling shit, when you talk shit, you smack shit, right? But there's also a level of humility. There's a level of you gotta sort of take certain, you gotta sort of parry the blows. You gotta do a little bit of that Muhammad Ali shit at the same time, you know what I mean? You gotta learn how to dodge. You gotta learn how to take a couple of jabs and then let a few slide, you know? So, I don't know, it is what it is. I mean, I can't say I wouldn't have done the same thing, but when I first heard about it, I was like, holy shit, is he making fun of a cancer woman, like somebody dying of cancer? Then I found out it was because she's going bald, and I was sort of like, okay, a bit of an overreaction.
Not enough fury.
You know what I mean? Those are my initial thoughts before I even knew the situation, you know? I was like, God damn, what did he hit him for? And it was like, because of Jada Smith's baldness, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, he didn't make a cancer joke with a dying wife in the crowd, did he? Like, because that's, you know, I'm not saying that comedians can be held accountable for some very bad fucking jokes, but Jesus Christ, in poor taste, 110%. But also, I was like, holy shit. And then when I found out, it was like, oh my God, she's going bald. Like the billions of dollars she doesn't have can pay for some hair replacement transplant surgery. I was like a bit of an overreaction, you know? She's not dying from this shit. You know? You're already millionaires. Like, it was a bit of, so there's a little bit of column and a little bit of comedy. That's why I say it's a gray area. I'm like playing devil's advocate on both sides of that shit. Caden said, in my opinion, bring balance to the Force means the light side and the dark side are equal. Exactly, which is exactly what Darth Vader did. And that's why Anakin had to kill all the Jedi and then kill the last evil Palpatine. Exactly, that's been a theory since I was a kid. Caden said, when he did that, the light side and the dark side became balanced. One wasn't stronger than the other. Exactly. And then you had Luke and a couple of normal people that were just like, alright. We cool. Because then you had just a couple of heroes, some former Jedi who were doing good things. Still had some evil people in the world, but everything was relatively in balance, you know? Sort of like before Russia pulled this shit with Ukraine, everything was sort of in balance. Like, everybody has nuclear weapons, so nobody's gonna start World War III because all this shit, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not a great, it's not world peace by any stretch, but at least it is a balance, you know? At least we're balanced. And now we officially read Caves, level 2. Fantastic. Or Caverns, sorry. There we go, boom, baby.
This will be a good battle.
Oh, it's these guys. Alright, hey guys, how you doing? Movement speed increase? Perfect. Boom, boom, boom.
Fury.
There we go. There we go. More, baby. We want to get out of there. Trust me, I want to get the fuck out of there. And let's kill this son of a bitch. Definitely don't want to take that hit either. And we got some good weapons, some good items, but nothing that speaks the volumes. Kane said, do you think Garp has Conqueror's Hockey? I think anybody who doesn't think he has Conqueror's Hockey is motherfucking stupid. How's that? Garp has had Conqueror's Hockey since about 10 years ago. It was almost confirmed that he had Conqueror's Hockey. The fact that people still were denouncing Garp back then just proves how stupid they were. You know? I mean, I'm all open for interpretations and opinions, but I'm saying, like, when things are fucking obvious, it was sort of like Utah having a domain expansion. Sort of like, really? You don't think he's got one? The Prodigy, the Genius, the MC of Volume 0. But no domain. Like, think about it. I don't even need to defend why Garp has Conqueror's Hockey, he just fucking does. Skin said, I like how people die every day, yet we still have people fighting about one celebrity slapping another. Yeah, sort of weird, but I mean, people just, you know, think about that shit. Skin said, just saying with the way Twitter was acting, like, I'm like, don't pay this much attention to actual world problems. I mean, it was a nice little breakup from the Ukraine issue, which, I mean, is still a very real world issue. People are dying. It's very, very tragic, very sad. I think Russia needs to learn to fuck the hell off. Vladimir Putin should probably be shot. But at the end of the day, you know, like, people are going to report on everything. Anything that anybody does, you know what I mean? So, social media is more to blame for that one. Kane said, not to be cruel or anything, but death happens all the time. No one can escape, so we kind of become used to it and almost passive about it. In this day and age, we do. Before the age of the internet, it was way more pronounced. News meant more. But nowadays, I'm not blaming like movies and video games. I'm blaming like literally social media. Everybody's sharing everything all the fucking time. And a desensitize has happened. And it's not really good. Because now we have young people desensitized to death and destruction. And they shouldn't be. They should be horrified. They should be crying for people they don't even know burning in a building. They should be weeping over that shit, being like, how did this happen? How do we fix this shit? If everybody grows up going, well, shit happens. War happens, buildings burn down, people die, school shootings are normal, you know? That level of mentality is sickening, and it's all due to social media. Skin said, right, the hero of the Marines who is on the level of Whitebeard and the Pirate King himself doesn't have Conqueror's Haki. Exactly. See what a stupid argument that is? Absolutely ridiculous. That's why I'm like, yeah, no. Anybody who thinks he doesn't is just a fucking moron. And I mean that with all the level of respect to your opinion, but just don't have a stupid opinion. Like, there was a troll the other day in Miss Discord. Oh my Christ, that was fucking hilarious. First off, he complained about other people's grammar when he literally used the number 2 for saying 2. So I automatically was laughing my ass off. And then second, he said that he had read 2 manga in his life, and he thought that My Hero Academia was peak fiction. Nothing could top it. It was perfect. And, so, I mean, he just knew that this guy needed a cat scan, you know?
Not enough fury.
The ritual is disrupted.
Oh, kill. Kill everybody. Kill. Kane said that's what I thought. I just wanted to know y'all's opinion. Yeah. Well, fair enough. I'm not saying that was a bad, you know, thing to
It
do.
is with some reluctance that I write on the 7 lords of hell, for they are the greatest of the demons, and even whispering their names seems to poison the air around me. They are divided into the lesser evils, Belial, Asmodan, Juriel, and Andariel, and the prime evils, Mephisto, Baal, and Diablo.
Name drop. Cinema Sins would have a field day. But yeah, no, Kane, I know you're not stupid. I just mean in general that, like, people who don't believe that shit, you know what I'm saying? Kane said, how strong do you think Luffy's Gear 5th is going to be? As of right now, I think that's going to be the weakest version of Gear 5th out the back. Luffy is almost completely exhausted. Yeah, like, put it this way, Luffy was in, he was in my top 10, and now he's in my top 6. Pretty easily. Top 7, top 6. I always thought he was stronger than Blackbeard anyways. Now I think he's stronger than Akainu. I still think Kaido overall, if they were to go back to 100% and he has his abilities and blah blah blah, I still think that that's a very high diff fight where Kaido might win. So I'm going to still say that Luffy might just be right in the bottom of the top 5, just outside of the top 5. That's what I'm going to give him with this shit. But we don't know the full extent
More
yet.
hidden footprints.
So I have to wait and see. Skin said, what you think about the theory that Blackbeard Fina? What's Fina mean? Pull up after Luffy defeat Kaido and take his devil fruit. People have been saying that shit for 2 fucking years, and I just... If that's the case, then Blackbeard goes down in my book. I mean, it's not unexpected. Blackbeard's not that strong. People just hype him up. He's an opportunist. He's a powerful opportunist at best. But he's not top 5. He never has been, and he never will be. So yeah, I'm not prescribing to that theory, I guess answers your question. I think that's a shitty ending to Wano. I mean a very shitty ending. Skin said, how much longer do you think Wano has? 30 chapters, probably. 25, 30. Because if we can assume that the battle's going to end in the next 2, then you need at least a... This is including post-Wano, by the way. You still need the after effects of the battle, blah, 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 all the crazy lore discoveries, blah, blah, blah. So I'm thinking, well, if you don't count post-Wano, let's say a dozen chapters. Solid dozen. Dozen to 15 to end Wano, plus another 5, 6 for post-Wano.
For fury.
You know. That's where I'm going with it. Go, boogity boogity boo. Skin said, since he won't die, what do you think is going to happen to Kaido after Luffy defeats him? He might die. I'm not of the opinion that he won't die. I think that there's got to be, like, if he doesn't die, Oda's got to come up with something crazy because then Luffy's not going to leave Wano. Like, how's the story going to go from then on? You know what I mean? Can't just, because if once Luffy leaves, Kaido could just take back over if he's like down and out but not dead. Like he's got to like take his arms, limbs, and devil fruit for that shit to happen. You know what I mean? So I'm not 100%.
This is one of the
convinced,
layers.
you know.
Therefore.
Caden said, hold on, you gotta read this. Caden said, why isn't the world government worried about Sengoku Buddha devil fruit? Technically, isn't that a god level fruit? They probably are, but they like it in the hands of Sengoku. They probably like it there. It's safe there. They can watch it, monitor it, etc. Caden said, what makes Blackbeard dangerous is his planning, not his strength. Yeah, that's true, but that's why I say in a 1v1, when people power scale in the wrong type of feats. It's like when people put Kenjaku high up on the tier list for JJK. It's like, no. This dude has not shown me that he's super powerful. He's shown me he's a long tier planner. You know? It's like Light Yagami with a Death Note. Yeah, that dude is fucking smart as fuck. I'm sure if you gave him 20 years, he can figure out a way to kill even Goku. But Jesus Christ, in a straight up fight, we're talking 1v1, you versus me. Like, you know, that's what we're talking about when you talk power scaling, you know? This guy can beat this guy straight up in a fist fight, you know, or a power fight, whatever. And people misinterpret that, in my opinion. That's why people put Blackbeard so high, and it's like, no, Blackbeard will not beat fucking certain guys. Too many guys have better hockey. I would argue Rayleigh can defeat fucking... Rayleigh, Garb, Sengoku, they can all defeat Blackbeard. Caden said, and people seem to forget that Blackbeard feels twice the amount of pain than anyone else. Exactly. Skin said, don't really care for Blackbeard as a villain, to be completely honest, but still desperately want to know the fuck how can he have two devil fruits. Yeah, he's not a bad villain by any stretch. It's just that people overhype him, and that becomes very annoying. That's one of those situations where the fan base makes a character worse than he is. Because I have no bad feelings towards Blackbeard, but it's the community that really makes him worse. Because they overhype him. They overhype him as this powerful character when it's like, no, he's strong, but he ain't fucking Yonko.
Let us go to the bridge.
You know, like I'm convinced that Aokiji, Akainu, the original 3 admirals, Sengoku, Garp, Rayleigh, they can all defeat Blackbeard if they wanted to.
Tell me,
I'm convinced that even the Goros, they said Marco could do it.
The Lords of Hell, Belial and Asmodan, plan to...
And we don't know what happened in the Payback War, but...
crush their forces and cleave their skulls asunder.
Curious. You must be the one who is meant to find here.
I need fury.
you know me, guys. I gotta discover every map at least once. Good for the soul. Ian said, in my opinion, there are two people Luffy should fight on sight, and they are Blackbeard and Akainu. That's most people's opinion, and I don't disagree with it. But I also think that this Nika fruit throws a big wrench into the plan that some people are gonna get that motherfucking ass kicked. Akainu and Blackbeard. Because I'm convinced if Luffy can defeat Kaido, if Luffy straight up beats Kaido, even though this is a bit of a alright, he was weakened, blah 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 situation, nonetheless, I'm not convinced that Blackbeard ever could have defeated Kaido straight up. Never. At the end of the story, unless some crazy power-ups that we don't know about is going to be told to us, I'm not convinced that that could ever have happened. So, you know, shit like that, that's what I'm saying. We got an event. Oh, first chest event. Alright.
This cannot be.
Let's go. First event chest. Let's go.
Need more time.
Yeah, we're not gonna do this. These guys, this one's a lot harder. We didn't even get to 50. Holy shit.
I will not be denied.
Well, that's a little annoying. We still got our radiant chest, but still. It's kind of annoying, you know? Skin said, I get Kaido and Big Mom and Shanks, but I don't get why the world government doesn't send the admirals to go kill Blackbeard. Well, they stupidly decided to send non-admirals to try to go kill fucking Mihawk, so they're fucking dumb, because Mihawk is probably one of the top 5 in the verse as well, so you know, sometimes it's weird with me. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I take the Gorosei's opinion as fact, and then other times I'm like, how fucking stupid are they? You know? It's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. It's sort of like, you ever been in a debate with somebody? You know what I mean? You ever like, talk to somebody, right? And you're like, oh, wow, we agree on a lot of power scaling things for like 2 months, 2 weeks, you know? Like, everything you talk about with the latest chapters, blah, 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 for a few months. And like he's like, yeah, I'm talking to my boy over here. My boy knows exactly what's going on. And then all of a sudden you have this difference of opinion. And you're like, listen, I've been trusting my boy this whole time, but like, where the fuck is his head at? You know what I mean? I feel like that's the Gorosei with me. Because sometimes the Gorosei seems to be at the fucking lunch. You know? Because as you said, like, why the fuck, like, stupidly, they don't send the admirals to just go fucking kill Blackbeard, though they did send Akainu to try to go do it, and Blackbeard ran away like a pussy. But then they choose not to do any of that shit, and then they choose to actually say, okay, warlords, like, you know, the only reason the Yonko weren't more powerful than the world government was because you had two out of the 3 groups of power. Remember, it's sort of like, basically, look at it this way. If you had China, America, and Russia, and then America and Russia were only held back because China was a thing, and then all of a sudden, fucking one of them defects. It's like, it was a team-up battle. The only thing holding China back was the fact that Russia and US were on the same page, and then all of a sudden, Russia and US start fighting. It's like, well then, alright. Then fuck it. What's to stop China? The only reason these two were getting along, like, they shot themselves in the foot hard fucking gore, man. Caden says, Blackbeard's crew is too powerful at this point. They will have to do what they did with Whitebeard, and they probably don't have enough people for that. Yeah, Blackbeard's crew is too powerful at this point. They have to do what they did with Whitebeard. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, Blackbeard's crew isn't really overly that powerful. I mean, they're strong, but they're, by my estimation, they're no stronger than the Red Hair Pirates. They're no stronger than the Whitebeard crew, and they're no stronger than the fucking than the Straw Hats. Considering usually when Blackbeard sees an admiral, he kind of just runs away because he doesn't want a big fight just yet. Yeah, because he's a pussy. Skin said, I think Kizaru and Akainu could beat Mihawk. I don't think either one of them can beat Mihawk. Seeing as how Mihawk supposedly beat Shanks, or at the very least tied Shanks, if not beat him, that means that Akainu didn't say fucking shit when Shanks showed up at Marineford, telling me that a little bit of column A, you know. Why would they be able to beat Mihawk? Mihawk... Where do you rank Shanks? Can Shanks beat Kizaru and Akainu? Then Mihawk can do it. Mihawk's the guy who ties Shanks and didn't lose an arm. You know what I'm saying? Like... Caden said, I don't know why people are saying Akainu is the strongest character in One Piece and can beat any of the Yonko 1v1. I don't know why they say it. It's a miracle he survived Whitebeard. Agreed. Thank you. Now, I ranked Akainu pretty high in my own top 30 video, but that's based on the fact that Oda said two things that he shouldn't have said. Number one, Akainu, within 1 year, he would need at least 1 year and he would find the One Piece if he was going for it. And number two, that's what he supposedly said. And he also supposedly said that Akainu's fruit is the most destructive. Now, I don't know how that's fucking possible when you have fucking Whitebeard in his fruit, the man who could destroy the world. I don't know how that's possible. So I'm questioning a lot of the information given there. But I still put Akainu pretty high up, you know. But I'm subject to change. I'm subject to change. Because people, like Garp kills Akainu at Marineford. That's my opinion. Skin said no together. Oh, because our two admirals versus Mihawk? Alright, now you're talking a possibility. Sure. Caden said, Skin, do you mean a 2v1 or a 1v1? Yeah, 2v1. Skin said, we don't know anything about Shanks and Mihawk, to be honest. No, we don't. All we know is that they are considered top in the verse and that they're equal to each other, from what we understand. Skin said, now you can't disagree with the author, Griever. No. I absolutely fucking can, because this man retcons anything he wants. I can absolutely disagree with him. Because he says the most destructive power, but I see the Guruguru no Mi as the most destructive power. Akainu is not the admiral that can destroy the world. Whitebeard is. So, what makes the magma fruit the most destructive force? When Oda proves it to me, I'll take... That's why... Listen, I took the author at his word. And that's why Akainu is up there. However, I'm saying that evidence suggests that Whitebeard's fruit is the most powerful fruit now in the hands of Blackbeard. But evidence suggests that that's the strongest fruit. Because it can destroy the world. So, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to suggest. Anyways, we'll be right back. I just gotta take a quick leak. We ain't gonna be playing too much longer. We're only playing another half hour or so. I just want to get through a few of these maps, if I can. Just a little bit of downtime for yours truly. But we'll be right back. Okay, we back. We back. We gotta keep playing, by the way. Skin said, unless Akaina was just holding back greatly during Marineford. Nah, he was not. Chris Cruz is in here. Hello, Chris Cruz. He said, Diablo, destroy Diablo 3, let's go! Yeah, let's do it. Skin said Marineford, yeah. Let's go. Let's destroy some updated Diablo 3.
I think it is time for you to know my true tale.
Oh no, the Enchantress has a true tale.
I am not from Chaldeum. I learned these spells 1,500 years ago. My sisters and I pledged our service to a man of great power. We called him the Prophet. He trained us and placed us in a magical slumber to awaken in this era. I am to prevent the Lords of Hell from invading.
This is an age of omens and prophecies. Yours is but one more. You are welcome to fight by my side.
No.
Now to find the Kasim outpost.
Alright, cool. Let's go back to the hidden camp for a second. Okay, so now we get to talk to all the people. Which we will do so in a minute, but I'm trying to find the... I like my journals, you know what I mean? Book of Cain. No. Alright. So, let's see. Let's salvage some shit. Bam, bam, bam. Skin says, and about the finding the One Piece in 1 year statement, I'm guessing Akina has some kind of 2000 IQ that Oda hasn't showed us yet. Yeah, I don't know what SBS he said that in. Apparently he answered an SBS question saying that Akainu would find it. But then again, Rayleigh knows where it is. So, you know. I love how people think finding the One Piece means they're like powerful. It's like, no, that doesn't mean shit. Can I upgrade? Requiring... Ah, shit. Too bad, so sad, I cannot do it. Alright, let's see if we got a journal entry yet. Not by the looks of it.
Come here.
No, I will not come here. I will stay the fuck away from you because you're insane. How about that? Alright, let's talk to first Scoundrel.
Do you have any other family?
My brother and I were orphans. We only had each other.
Is he also a thief?
No. He was a member of the city guard.
That seems odd.
Not as much as you might think. Until the end, that is.
Okay.
How long have you been seeking me?
Well, it was not very easy to find you. I had to search for days. When I woke up alone, I did not know what had happened. I wrote about it a little. You may read more if you wish. I felt no fear when they sealed the tomb before me, only a sense of peace as my mind drifted away into the darkness. It seems I opened my eyes only seconds later and beheld the chamber in ruins, half buried in sand. I have left everything behind. Only hope guides me now.
Well, that's a thing. Let's see.
What was the world like 1,500 years ago?
1,500 years ago, that's crazy.
Towered up toward the heavens, but they were full of wickedness. The Vigerai ruled them with will's sharpest stone.
Who were the Vigerai?
A clan of mages, bound more by their lust for power than by blood. I see that their influence has waned in this age.
Was the Prophet one of them?
Oh no, he meant to punish the Vigerai. They were the first to summon demons into this land.
Oh shit. Good to know. Let's talk to the Templar.
I have considered what we discussed, and you are correct. I know little about my past, beyond what my order has told me. But what does it matter? Look what they have done for me. They've turned me into a living weapon, a light against darkness.
Blind faith is worthless. If you want to honor your order, confront your past. Prove they saved you.
I wouldn't know how to begin. How do I seek memories that have been taken from me?
I do not know. My past is burned into me, and I could never forget it.
You may be right. I will find a way to take back my memories and exonerate my order.
You know, I really like that storyline in particular because this is a dude who's basically like, you just took a Catholic into your ranks and you basically told him, listen, the Catholic Church is fucking fucked up, man. And they're like, no, that can't be true. And it's like, well, prove me wrong then. Like, you know, and this Templar is basically going, you know what? You have a point. But I'm going to do this to prove that what the Catholic Church did was for the good of us all. I'm going to go out of my way. Yes, they did something that maybe is questionable, but I'm going to prove that it was for the right reasons. So they are a smart. I really like this storyline. I really do. Caden said if Sengoku didn't stop Garp, Akainu would have got jumped by Garp and Whitebeard, and I see absolutely no way of him surviving that because he wouldn't. You're right. Caden, you and I are speaking the same language, my man. Skin said the One Piece is Luffy's hack because it survive all these fights in One Piece. Fair point. Caden said in Soldier said I believe Mihawk and Shanks are equal to each other, but I think Shanks' hockey is stronger than Mihawk's. Probably. I'll agree with that. Fair point. Let's see.
You, scoundrel, have you seen my amulet?
Never.
You've never seen it?
No. And I've never seen your dagger either.
Oh, Jesus.
Dagger? Why, it's missing too.
That's kind of funny. Alright, so, yeah, let's talk to this person.
I must say, I'm very fond of this new family I find myself in. But you could be a bit more open about your love for us, you know.
You presume much.
Oh, don't try to hide it. You act like you just need us for our skills. But we know the real reason you've brought us along with you.
I like her.
Have I ever told you that I knew Shen before he became part of our family?
Ooh, this is preemptive.
Such a sweet old fool. What a wild love we had for each other.
See, Miriam was added later into the game through an update, like literally years later. So, from the original Diablo 3. So Shen, yeah. So she's not supposed to talk about Shen because Shen, if you noticed, is not motherfucking here yet. So, yeah, that's kind of that's probably a bit of an issue right there.
I can't believe what people throw away. I want to buy some of it.
I think I already bought. Did I already buy these things? Pretty sure I did. Anyway, it don't matter. Kane said, I think he meant after the Quake Fruit, the Lava Fruit has the largest area of effect damage. But he didn't say it that way, so I have to take it, you know, A, B, C, you know what I'm saying? Alright, let's go. Let's start killing some bitches. Boom, bada, boom, boom, boom. And I see a treasure goblin right over there. I'm gonna go right after this bitch. A gold goblin by the looks of him. Look at that. Some of the good old shit. Alrighty, let's go into this particular little outpost. Kane said, didn't all 3 crusades kill millions of people, but no one talks about that? 3? Do a history lesson, man. You gotta those numbers there. A lot more than 3 crusades that killed tons of people. Ooh, a purple demon. Oh shit, let's go. Bring it on, bitch. And you left me with nothing. That's some weak sauce shit. That's some weak sauce. I got nothing out of that. Nothing, I said. Nobody talks about the Catholic Church killing millions of women at the stake either. For being witches when they were women of science, so... There's a lot to be said for a lot of problems with the church. Every religion is guilty of murder. Don't kid yourself. That's why I'm not religious. I don't want to belong to an organization that killed millions of people for no good fucking reason. Based on their ignorance and learning.
Ready yet?
There we go. Boom, 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 boom.
More fury.
Well, we tried our best to get as much out of that as we could. Kane said, I don't see how Kuzan's ice powers were defeated by Akainu's lava fruit. I mean, technically speaking, lava can burn hotter than... It depends. It's just... If anything, it should have ended in a draw, and Kuzan could have killed Doflamingo if he wanted to. Yes, Kuzan definitely is stronger than Doflamingo. Doflamingo's not in my top 30, and Kuzan's in my top 15, so... Doflamingo's way overrated. Because he's a well-written villain, he's overrated for the power scaling purposes. But yeah, no, I definitely say there's something fishy going on with the whole Kuzan losing to Akainu. Maybe it's a part of a red herring plot. You know, I could see that. I've seen that theory many, many times. And I'm not totally against that theory. The theory that maybe part of Sword, maybe their own little mission where they decided, hey, let's play the long game. Let's get these son of bitches. You know, they'll never believe that Akainu would fucking become a double agent. But Kuzan, you've always been curious. Maybe they worked out a deal. Maybe there was no finisher who beat who in the duel. You know? Maybe it was all a ruse the entire time.
The road is blocked. I must go through the Kasim outpost to the west.
You mean to the east? Or is it to the west? Oh shit. It is. Man, I'm stupid. Skin said, but even though he ran away, if you were to send Akainu, Kizaru, Fujitora, and maybe Sengoku, if you really needed to find and kill Blackbeard and his crew, they are 100% gonna do it. Yeah, like... So, the Gorosei are kind of stupid at times. Game said, people say Kuzan is weaker than Akainu because he lost a fight, but they didn't fight for nearly a week straight. That means that they were near equal to each other to the very end. I agree. Trust me, you're preaching to my choir. Skin said another thing is I think Akainu just had the greater will to win the fight. I think that there's more to that story. We didn't see the fight. We don't know how the fight ended, so I'm holding my breath. For all we know, Aokiji won the fight and said, Listen, Akainu, here's how we're gonna do shit from now on. I'm a member of the secret organization called SWORD. You're gonna become the new fleet admiral, and this is what you're gonna fucking do for me. For all we know, he fucking won the fight. I wouldn't be mad about that. I'd be totally convinced that was possible. Oh, we have the Herald Nah. Oh shit. Some crazy son of a bitch up in this city. Oh shit! Legendary harvest. Oh great, what did we get? Something for something really cool. Oh man. Oh jeez. Oh man.
You wilt against my blow. Still recharging.
Alright. So first and foremost, let's check what this fucking hidden person is. Really? That's... No. 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 That's disappointing. Yeah, we're gonna change our pennant because it's better in every way. I don't even need to look at that shit to know that. Skin said, true. No, Caden said if they did that, I think they would win, but they will definitely lose 1 or 2 Admiral level people. Absolutely they would. Caden said, I think Akainu did a sneak attack like you did with Whitebeard to win. Yeah, like he did with Whitebeard, because that's the only way to ever hurt Whitebeard to begin with, so I figured he did the same thing with Kuzan. Maybe. Skin said, but yeah, what's losing an Admiral to losing a Yonko? There's something to be said. The downside to that is that they lose an Admiral level fighter, another Yonko crew could come and have an easier time with the Marines. Exactly, see, they're not willing to exhaust their power, and since they decided, hey, we're gonna fucking defeat the Warlord, duh, with our only other Yonko level people. Skin said, do you think all the Admirals could defeat Big Mom? Yeah. All 3? Yeah. All 3 working together could defeat Big Mom. I think all 3 working together could defeat most of the Yonko. Kane said, I believe if all 3 Admirals were to fight 1 Yonko, they have an 80 to 90% chance of winning, but they come out injured. I agree completely. Outside of Shanks. Shanks, I think, actually wins high diff. His hockey is just too good. His hockey is shown to be just completely stupidly broken. So my first legendary, and it's a goddamn banner. When did banners become a thing? Like, fuck banners. I don't want a banner. I want something to up my fucking abilities, man. I want some cool gear.
I won't do that.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. A mighty belt. Let's go. Alright. We already have a mighty belt. We got a better one. Ooh. Its strength is better. But it ups the attack speed like crazy. It ups the attack speed like crazy. It's actually a worse belt, but it actually helps my attack speed, so I gotta take it. I hate to take it, but I gotta take the Girdle of Giants. Also, we gotta look at the skills for a momentito. So, aim for the head and cause the enemy to attack its allies. Hurl a hammer that can stun an enemy. I like the stun ability more. Let's see. Sorry, you want me to know these things? Yeah. No, I like the stun ability. I like the throwing hammer the best. Let's move on to this one. What's this? Critical. Alright. Gain fury for every enemy struck. Oh, fuck. Hell yeah. Wind sphere. Yeah, let's go. Let's freaking go. Any of the others get anything? No, not yet. There's a couple new abilities here. Let's see. This one is increase the armor and thorns, increase the damage of weapon throw such retaliation by 30, and while below a certain amount of life. Blah blah blah. All right, no, I'm good with the abilities I got. All right, cool. Skin said no. Agree with the Shanks wank is over 9,000. Shanks wank is real. You gotta wank Shanks. Shanks and Mihawk, man. Like, I'm not convinced 3 admirals, you'd probably lose 2 admirals and an admiral would win. Like, if you had 3 admirals up against Kaido, 2 admirals would die and the third one would be heavily injured if you won. You know. Whitebeard? Well, Whitebeard proved that he needed to be old and dying for them to even think that they could do it. Oh, we got some competition here. Holy shit. Let's go. Let's go. Challenges completed. What the hell's out here? Huh. Kane said it stated that Shanks' presence alone could knock out people without him trying, so if he wants to use his Conqueror's Haki, he would knock out an entire island or two without moving a muscle. Yeah, like, Shanks' Haki is fucking stupid. That just goes to show you that Rayleigh, Roger, like, their Haki is just too fucking on the level. Like, I don't believe anybody's gonna surpass Rayleigh's or fucking Shanks' level of Haki until fucking Luffy ends story. That's just my opinion. Oh shit, got a text. Let's see what's up. Goddamn stupid phone. Alright. Let's continue on. Skin City is strong, no donut, but donut spelt wrong, but I doubt he could beat all 3 of them at once. I'm saying that I think it's a high diff fight. Shanks is fucking strong, man. Remember, they had a basically uninjured. They had an uninjured 2 out of 3 admirals, plus Sengoku and Garp, and Mihawk, and a lot of other people, and they said fucking no. They had if they wanted to take down Shanks, they had an opportunity to do so. Marineford just speaks volumes about Shanks. Because nobody questioned when Shanks said, "Come at me, bro." And fucking nobody moved. I'm just saying. Not Akainu with the whole, when Kobe was like, listen, we should be like tending to the wounded shit, made a logical argument. None of that shit. Akainu only moved when Shanks said, you stop. And I'll tell you when to move again. You know? Like, that's the only time Akainu fucking moved. Or didn't move in this case. Kane says, Kaido has been defeated by the Marines on multiple occasions, most likely by either Sengoku or Garp working together or 1v1. I'm agreeing with that. I think the times he got defeated, it was Kong, Sengoku, or Garp. I don't think any of the other admirals that ever actually defeated Kaido. I think Kaido was defeated in his early 20s and 30s by fucking Garp, Sengoku, etc., like you said. Those are the defeats I think he suffered. Not saying they aren't legit. They're totally legit that he lost to them. And not to say that the admirals couldn't if they really wanted to try, but the fact of the matter is like, as we've seen right now, it'd be very hard to take down Kaido in a 1v1. Skid said, now the Kaido wank among the fan bases is ridiculous. Yeah, a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Skin said, probably because everyone was injured and tired and the war was pretty much over by the time Shanks reached. Who? I just said, Kizaru and fucking Aokichi had 0 damage on them. Mihawk had 0 damage. Doflamingo, 0 damage. There was tons of... Kuma, 0 damage. There were so many people available there with 0 damage or stamina loss over there that still could have fucking done something, and they said, fuck that. Don't underestimate Shanks either.
Belial, Lord of Lies, is the most elusive of the 7 evils and is a master of deceit. It is said that he manipulated Asmodan into revolt against the Prime Evils. This began the Burning Hell's civil war, which ended with the dark exile of the Prime Evils to our mortal realm.
Skid said Shanks stopped a war that was pretty much over, and I think that unlike me doing the Shanks wank, you're doing the Shanks delusion. You're on the opposite end, Skin. You're downplaying what this man did. Blackbeard literally claimed a page before and said, I'm about to sink Marineford, my era. Akainu said, fuck Dragon's son, I'm going to kill him no matter what. Shanks showed up and said, Akainu, government, warlords, Blackbeard, all of you, fuck off. What happened? That's all I'm saying. What happened? That is literally what happened. I'm not overselling it at all. Literally, that chapter, Blackbeard declared to his era he was about to sink Marineford with the Guruguru no Mi he had just obtained. Akainu declared that he would never let Dragon's son go. He was going to kill him. He was about to kill a Marine in his way. He would stop at nothing. All these things are facts. And Shanks said no. And what happened? I'm not Shanks wanking. I'm spitting facts. I'm just saying. You're a Shanks denier, Skin. Caden said, do you think if Garp knew that Luffy had the mythical zone type model Nika, he would have put more effort into training him when he was still a kid? Actually, I think he would have still done this whole, like the ace thing. Like, why couldn't you have just been a Marine? You know, like he would have... I don't know. It depends on how much Garp knows. That's actually a good question. I don't know. Caden said, Skin, when Shanks showed up and blocked a kindness punch, he was shook. That is one of the only times he didn't talk shit to someone. Yeah, it's true. Skin said, nah, I respect your opinion and Shanks is still strong top 5, but you sure wanking out the Shanks stop the war feat. The stop the war feat is factual, my man. You can't deny everything I just said. Blackbeard did not give a shit about anybody else there. Said he was about to... He said it. That chapter, he said, I'm going to sink this bitch. Shanks showed up and says, no, you're not. What happened? I kind of said I'm going to kill Dragon's son. No, you're not. We're going to take Whitebeard and Shanks. Ace Button. No, you're not. Shanks showed up, demanded 3 things, and nobody said no. Nobody even questioned. Here's the thing. There wasn't even a discussion or an argument. You know? Sengoku didn't go, well, listen here, red hair. How about we give you want A, how about we give you B? There was none of that shit. Shanks showed up and said, I want A, B, C, D. And they all went, okay, A, B, C, D. Yep, we'll go with it. I'm just saying, like, I'm not wanking the feet. That's what happened. You can read into it whatever you want. Skin said, but Big Mom wasn't there. They're spelt wrong. Oh, come on, man. Big Mom wasn't there. Big Mom the weakest Yonko next to Blackbeard.
We've been safe ever since the Imperium.
If you need a place.
Open the gate. I must get to Alcarnus.
You must be mad. But if you're intent on rushing headlong to your death, talk to Captain David down in the command post. He's got the gate key.
Oh, we know what's about to happen. Don't we, people? Oh yeah, we know. We know what's about to go down.
Captain of the Guard, you are hereby ordered to send a band of your most loyal men to secure the Kasim outpost. Control of the city hangs by a thread. The commoners are becoming restless, and it is imperative that we subdue them. Remain vigilant, for there may already be an outside...
Here you are, delivered unto me as a sacrifice, a gift from Lord Belial.
It is you who are the sacrifice. He set you here as bait to lure me away from his treachery in Chaldeum.
No! He would never betray me! Strike him down!
Belial is the Lord of Lies, Magda. But here is the truth. You were dead the minute you killed Cain.
Barbarian has some shit talking. Let's be real.
Not a moment too soon. They plan to sacrifice us to Belial. Iron Wolves, take back the town!
Let's go. I'm just curious, can I please change the difficulty? Still can't go to master yet. I can't go to master yet, it's so annoying. Caden said, Akainu only bullies people who are weakened or weaker than him. Off the fact when Shanks came, he didn't say anything and was sweating the whole time. It's true. That's true. And I didn't see Aokiji or Kizaru saying shit to fucking Shanks. Nobody talked back to Shanks. The only one who's ever talked back to Shanks was motherfucking Whitebeard.
Has Magda reached Alcarnus?
Yes, we've heard rumors of a horrible slaughter there.
Then the sooner you open this gate, the sooner justice will be done.
Let's go.
And soon your death will be avenged.
I'm trying to get as close to a good stopping point as possible before we end the stream. So as I said, I can only play for about an hour or so. I gotta pull some laundry that just didn't put some food away, that kind of shit. Still gotta get up for about 9.
Wilt against my blow.
Boom baby, boom baby, boom baby, boom baby, boom. I like the generating thing upon killing. Upon hitting would be too broken, I understand, but I would prefer if it was. Oh, just got a text. 1 second. Skin said he's that strong but got a scar from Blackbeard. We don't know the circumstance behind that yet. That's why he said, listen, Blackbeard motherfucking dangerous. Something about that guy. Now, granted, he had the scar before he was a Yonko. That's a fact. We know that for a fact. He got the scar long before he was a Yonko. There wasn't a fresh scar before he was a Yonko either. So, he was not a Yonko for a long time. He had that scar long before. I mean, years before he was a Yonko. That's confirmed inside the story. But that doesn't exchange the fact that you're not wrong. He absolutely did take a hit from Shanks, and there's probably more to Blackbeard than meets the eye, but nothing yet has told me why he's deadly. Shanks knows why he's deadly. I don't know. The readers, we don't know. We just know he injured this motherfucker. And remember, Shanks was also the one to say, hey, when Teach, who, by the way, injured Blackbeard, Blackbeard injured Shanks, before, hold on, I gotta keep my thoughts straight. Blackbeard injured Shanks before he was Yonko, before he had either Devil Fruits. Now, in the middle of a war, when he obtained the power of 2 Devil Fruits, 2 of the most dangerous Devil Fruits to date, Shanks showed up and said, "Wanna fight, bitch?" What did Blackbeard say? Nah, baby. Blackbeard, supposedly now stronger than Shanks when he injured Shanks, said, no. Bad idea. The man who's surrounded by legends, Garp, Sengoku, Akainu, was surrounded by legends. The Whitebeard Pirates, Marco was there, Jinbei was there, Crocodile, Doflamingo, Mihawk was there, and he said, I'm gonna sink this motherfucker, and fucking Shanks shows up and Blackbeard goes, yeah, no, never mind. So I don't know when this injury took place. Maybe when he was fucking teen, but I don't know. We need the context. We really need the context for this shit, you know, because it makes no sense. All it says is that Blackbeard is a bitch, and Shanks was being generous when he said Blackbeard didn't catch me unawares. It's like, nah, you totally got fucking jobbed, or not jobbed, but fucking you got taken by surprise. It was one of those Odin moments, like Kaido beat Odin, and it's like, no, he didn't. Odin got distracted. Kaido knows it. Everybody knows it. Caden said, if Akainu, what you have injured Luffy, I don't think that Sengoku would have been able to hold back an enraged Garp. I believe Akainu would have died in that scenario. Oh yeah, if then Akainu had killed Luffy, Garp would have ripped off Sengoku. He would have ripped Akainu's arms fucking off. Anybody who thinks that Akainu would have survived an enraged Garp going Conqueror's hockey on his ass is motherfucking insane. Okay? You're goddamn goofy. You're goofy to think that Garp losing both of his grandsons would not have made him fucking kill that man. Skin said Prime Garp could probably beat Shanks though. Prime Garp is one of the most powerful characters in the verse. Prime Garp beats Rayleigh too. Prime Garp is one of the top 3 in the verse. You got Prime Garp, you got Prime Whitebeard, and you got Prime Roger. Oh, sorry. Rox. Rox is apparently the most powerful in the verse. You got Rox, so top 4. Rayleigh or Sengoku taking probably the top 5 spot.
I've gained new power.
Like, it's no question to me, I don't know about other people, it's no question to me that the old guard is still more powerful than the young guard. Garp himself said it. It's like there's nothing our generation can do if the Rock Fires got back together. We'd be screwed. The Marines were... That tells me the Marines back in the day were way more powerful. And we are weak sauce. That's what that says. That also says to me that Garp knows that someone like Aka Inu, who is in Garp's position now, would never team up with the Straw Hats to defeat a Rox. So he knows that, and so that's why he said it. Now there's a lot of evidence for that too. Alright, just really quick, I want to check out that level up. Was there anything big? Oh, there's a note. Wait. There's a couple new ones. What's this one? Yeah, no, I still like the abilities I got. The passive abilities. Skin said no, he wasn't caught off guard. Shanks confirmed this. Which begs the question, what the fuck happened? Was he a 15-year-old kid? Like, what happened? We don't know. Caden said, I 100% believe that, Skin. I don't think God was scared of Shanks when he pulled up to Marineford, but I think he wanted to fight any more that day. He means Garp. Skin said, God? Caden, what? Caden said, Garp, my phone messed up. Oh yeah, Rox is also supposed to be super broken. Skin said, oh, there you go. So yeah, no, I believe the same. Listen, the only ones that can tangle with Shanks is literally the old guard. And by the end of it, I think Shanks, due to his young, or Mihawk, and due to his young, like his youth, he wins. I mean, remember that Rayleigh was fucking tangling with Kizaru for fun? And then complaining that he couldn't fight Kuma at the same time? And Kizaru was pissed? People put Kizaru on this fucking pedestal. Meanwhile, fucking Rayleigh's treating him like, God damn it. And Kizaru was pissed, like, you are disrespecting the motherfucking hell out of me, asshole. And he was disrespecting the hell out of him. Well, he wasn't.
The Valrus manuscript lists Asmodan as the best battlefield commander of all demons, having defeated the angels many times in the eternal conflict across Pandemonium and the prime evils in the demonic civil war. If the Lord of Sin ever assaults our realm, we truly have much to fear.
Oh. That's some big shit. I love Deckard Cain, man. Kill some bitches to save some bitches. She said, what do you think about the theory that he was called Captain Rocks because his devil fruit allowed him to control rocks? I've never heard that theory. It sounds kind of stupid.
This will be a good battle.
Skin said, nah, the strongest person is Joy Boy and Human. Potentially, we don't know. But I'm still on the fact that, Joy Boy might not have been the strongest. Rox needed both Garp and Roger to team up to defeat him. And the Rox crew contained all of the Yonko. So there's a lot of strong evidence to say that fucking even motherfucking Joy Boy couldn't contend with that level of power. Like, there's a lot of shit I did not go discover. I'm very bad at dungeon exploring lately.
Impossible.
Those explosions are pretty deadly. Skin said, let's see. Now the strongest person is Joy Boy. Joking. Skin said, yeah, I really want to know what the fuck Rox had going on when you needed Prime Garb and Roger to beat him. Yeah. And they were both supposedly in their prime at the time. We can infer that from everything Sengoku said. So I don't think there's an argument to say that they both weren't at their top peak physical condition. Why the fuck, like, Rox? But then again, you could argue that it was Rox, the pirate crew, which includes Whitebeard and, you know, Silver Axe and all them, versus them. You could make that argument, I suppose, but it's not necessarily. Okay, so I think he's talking about, like, in the last 100 years, closer to the current timeline. Potentially, yeah, sure. I love how I wasn't paying attention and still that bitch fucking died because I'm an OP barbarian motherfucker.
Not ready yet. I can't.
Boom, baby. Boom, baby. We killing these serpents. These serpents ain't nothing to us. Ain't nothing. Yeah, baby. You got that shit. Skin said, but yeah, I agree with most of what you said. Only I disagree with it was the shank stuff. Well, if you don't want to wank the goat, you don't need to wank the goat, you know? I know people that say that, you know, certain people are better than Michael Jordan, and they're just fucking wrong, you know? No, I get what you're saying. Like, there's arguments. There's arguments there. There's arguments, but we don't have enough information. Like, I want to wank Shanks right now. It's respectable. You want to wank... Wanking Blackbeard is not respectable yet, as far as I'm concerned. That's not respectable. What's respectable is saying, okay, Kaido, currently, or, like, Rocks and all this other shit, you know what I mean? I think we need more information on a lot of people. The less information we have, the less that we can actually rank them. I think there's got to be a little bit of a competition about that too. You know, we gotta decide. All right, like because some people wank Dragon's top of the verse. It's like I don't know about that. You know. Sorry, guys. Marriage. Marriage makes you text. Go figure. He said, the young will always have passed the old. That's always been the way of time since memorial. Not always, man. Muhammad Ali still the GOAT. Michael Jordan still the GOAT. Wayne Gretzky still the motherfucking GOAT. I mean, the old have not... When I was growing up, my old has not been surpassed yet. People say Kobe Bryant. People say LeBron James from Michael Jordan. Nah. People say Sidney Crosby from Wayne Gretzky. Nah. I'm not buying it yet. I'm sorry. I grew up with the GOATs. I grew up with the literal GOATs. Wayne Gretzky is the greatest hockey player of all time. Michael Jordan's the greatest basketball player of all time. You could even argue that Tom Brady, even though I don't like him, Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time. I grew up with all the GOATs, and they have yet to be surpassed. Let's be real. Maybe one day, you're right, eventually one day, but maybe today is not that day. Today is not that day. And that's all I'm saying. That we don't have the people passing them. Remember, Shanks, when you're talking in this gale of One Piece, Shanks is not the old guard. The old guard is Garp, Whitebeard, Sengoku, Roger, Rayleigh. They are the old guard. Shanks is not the old guard. The man's in his 40s. Let's be real. The admirals are older than this motherfucker. Mihawk and Shanks are not the old guard. They're the middle-aged guard. Skinhead, he is the GOAT. I'm not denying that. Fair point. Skin said, which gear transformation was your favorite? Favorite spelled wrong. I really like, actually, this gear 5th, other than the eyebrows. I hate the eyebrows, but I like gear 5th the best. Skin also said, when we know nothing about Dragon. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. We know nothing about Dragon. We know no reason as to how did Blackbeard scar Shanks. When we have no information and we go based on one comment, it's very difficult to make an actual opinion. If you want people to power scale, it becomes difficult, but yeah. Skin said, isn't Shanks the youngest Yonko? Yeah, he is. Exactly, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to take a quick, not siesta, quick, what's break in Spanish? Shit. Anyways, I'll be right back, and then we will play a little bit more, longer than I intended, but really want to just get through this part of the map. So, yeah, I'll be right back. Alrighty, so we'll read the chat again in here in a second. Just want to top off the alcoholic beverage. Back to the phone here. I'm gonna offer my wife a chance to watch some TV together. Because, no offense, I love you guys, but my wife puts up. I mean, not often, but you know, because once you cut that wedding cake, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's like ABC's anniversary, birthday, Christmas, and that's about all you get. And it's not my birthday, it's not the anniversary, and it's not Christmas, so. So I think I kind of like you guys around the April-March months. I think I like you guys a lot more. So, but anyways, yeah, just gotta keep the spark alive. Watch some TV. Though we're catching up on the Big Mouth sequel, Human Resources. It's not as good, but it's quite fun. Gaines said, does that mean when Big Mom was on Rock's crew that she already had Katakuri, his brothers, and his one older sister at that period in time? Exactly. This is true. This is very true. It leads a lot into the, like people always said that Kaido is the father of Katakuri and shit. But, I mean, did we get full confirmation that that's not the case? Because I'm still sitting there thinking it sort of is the case. But then again, it was like you're a little brother in me and to me and stuff, or in me. Shit, you got a little brother in me. You know, I don't know. I'm not fully on board with the theory. I was before, but all the talk that Big Mom and Kaido have said throughout this makes me believe that that's not the case. But then, who is the fucking father? The fact that he's supposedly going to be no one significant kind of bothers me. It's like, Katakuri, Daifuku, and Oven are too fucking powerful to be from some fucking just Big Mom. Look at all the pussies that came at it. Like, literal, like, not going to do shit, never going to be a Yonko commander level people. Never would be a warlord, never would be anybody significant that came out of Big Mom, and then you're gonna lead me to believe that fucking that the father was not significant coming out of these ones. Like, I wonder who the dad was. Maybe it was Rox. Maybe it was Rox himself. Maybe it was Silverax. Maybe it's Shiki. I don't fucking know. But I think it was definitely someone significant as Katakuri's dad. Skin said, I'm on Easter break, so I have all the time in the world. Easter? Easter's not for a fucking... When's Easter? Easter's like... Easter break? When the fuck is Easter this year? Hold on. This calendar doesn't show me shit. Fuck Microsoft. They don't know what they're doing. Hold on. When's Easter this year? Easter's not till the 15th. What the fuck you on Easter break for 3 weeks in advance? Jesus Christ. Didn't happen that way when I was a kid. Gaiden said, that's when I meant Shanks is the young one that will surpass the old in terms of Sengoku, Whitebeard, and Garp. Then Luffy would surpass Shanks as the cycle repeats itself. I understand what you're saying. Alright, fair point, fair point. But sometimes it just doesn't happen. Sometimes it takes a few generations for them to surpass. You know what I mean? Did Shanks ever truly surpass Roger? I don't know if he did. If you're convinced he did, that's cool. I'm not fully convinced he has. He might be on par with Rayleigh and shit, but is he as strong as Prime Rayleigh? Maybe. These ruins are taking for fucking ever, I'm telling you, man. Oh, here we go. Boogity boogie boo, let's go racing.
A foe worth killing.
There we go. We got some good shit out of that one, didn't we? Skin said the most annoying thing in One Piece power scaling is the one-on-one Kaido beats anyone statement. I wish Oda never said that. He never did. Watch my top 30 video, Skin. He never said that. Skin said due to COVID and stuff. Oh, due to COVID and stuff. Why would it be in advance, though? That's weird. They shouldn't call it Easter break. They're stupid. But, yeah, no. Watch my top 30. Oda never said that. Oda never stated that. People took it verbatim and ran with it like dogs and kitty on Christmas. Never happened. And we go. Boom, baby, boom, baby, boom, boom, boom. We hit these bitches. Boom, 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 boom. Whirlwind attack. Let's go. Alrighty. Some good shit. Oh, some guards that are better. Alright. Fortunately, we officially have to change the guards, unfortunately. We don't use Seismic Slant anyways, and level 45 braces way beat out level 15 legendary braces. It sucks, and I hate it. I hate having to do it to get rid of legendary braces for some fucking gold level bullshit, but we have to. Kane said, it's more shown that Big Mom sees Kaido as a little brother. They have more of a civil rivalry than a romantic past. Yeah, that's the key thing, right? Isn't that the key thing? That's what I'm talking about. It's like, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. No way. Right? Oh shit. Oh, we killed a few bitches. Attack speed boost. Some shit. Man, the road too is kind of big. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the Katakuri Big Mom thing is probably with Kaido is probably unlikely, but it's probably it's definitely somebody on the Rock's crew. Maybe Katakuri being Whitebeard's kid would be way more likely than fucking Weebo. You know, I could firmly believe that happened. I would way more accept that Katakuri with his amazing hockey and his badassery, especially like there were no slouches in that time period. You know what I mean? Well, without any legendary items, this has been god fucking awful, Russ. Oh, we got a journal.
Diablo was the youngest of the five evils, but I found him the most dangerous, for his power over terror left him incapable of feeling fear. Though he had easily possessed and corrupted many humans, Diablo's essence was finally trapped in a soul stone and banished to the unfathomable abyss 20 years ago.
Skin said, ew, Big Mom and Kaido romantic relationship. Ew, Big Mom. Did you see Big Mom back in the day? Habada, 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 habada. I would have smashed. And remember, some guys like it big. Some guys are weird, but they like it big. But no, did you see Big Mom back in the past? Have you seen the latest One Piece chapter? She's fucking a boss. Fuck. I'd be lucky to smash. She's out of my league. God damn.
Be careful. This ship is cursed by demons. It should be safe as long as we don't disturb it.
Is that it? Kane said, I find it funny and disrespectful that in the flashback Rayleigh stopped Marco's attack with one finger like it was nothing. Skin said, I'm talking present day, back then is a different story. I mean, he's fucking Rayleigh. Once again, people don't put enough respect on Rayleigh. I had to table myself, because if I had it my way, I'd be putting the old guard in the top 10. I just didn't want to hear all the fucking bullshit, so I literally chose not to. And I even said that in my top 30 video. I said I'm literally putting a glass ceiling on myself for the old guard because I still think they're in the top 10. I have no reason to believe that Garp, Rayleigh, Sengoku could not contend with any of the admirals and not give the Yonko a run for their money. I have no reason to believe that. Like zero. None. You know? Skin said Rayleigh the goat. Rayleigh is the goat, absolutely. Ooh, an abandoned cell. Let's go.
Any closer.
Alright, here you go.
Oh, thank you. They captured us to use as bait. Please, take anything you need from the cellar. We owe you everything.
Skin said Rayleigh the goat. Rayleigh is the goat. Rayleigh's pretty fucking amazing. Skin said the only reason she has so many baby daddies is because she wanted kids all the races. I'm pretty sure she forced some of them to have kids. Oh yeah, Big Mom totally is a rapist. Big Mom totally raped people. I mean, she's a cannibalist and a rapist. There's almost no question. We're never getting confirmation of that, but it definitely happened. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Okay, hold on. Come on, let's go, baby. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Come on, come on. Kill. Kill, son of a bitch. Oh, so we're back to where we started with the old road. I see, I see. Skin said Sinbad or Escanor? Escanor. Sinbad the goat, but Escanor the Chad. You gotta pick one. I gotta go with my boy Escanor.
Andariel was the only female evil. She aided the lesser evils for many years, but eventually she lost faith in their plots. 2 decades ago, she chose to help Diablo during his resurgence and seize the citadel of the Sightless Eye. Ultimately, she perished at the hands of brave heroes.
Kane said, I don't like the theory that Luffy's mom is a celestial dragon. It does not make sense lore-wise, and it seems that Dragon and his father don't like them at all, so to me it's very unlikely. Actually, it makes a lot of sense lore-wise as to why Garp hates the celestial dragons if they killed his daughter, and fucking, let's assume that, like, what if Dragon's a son-in-law? We never got confirmation of that. But the fact of the matter is that Garp may hate the celestial dragons for estranging him from his son or his daughter. And also, then when she died for a number of purposes, Dragon went against the celestial dragons. Like, it's actually great if that theory has so many possibilities for being good that I'm a fan of that theory. Skin said Escanor, Whitebeard, Escanor. Caden said Whitebeard's amazing, just like Sinbad, but Escanor. Caden said Diablo would destroy the world of One Piece. It was like it was tissue paper. Yeah. Escanor or Shanks? Escanor. It's Escanor, my man. Escanor wins. Are we talking power, or are we just talking badassery? Because they're all badasses. You know what you do with a room full of Chads? They all just sit back and go, we don't care who's better, we just all know that we're the best.
Not ready yet.
The motherfucker almost tried to kill me. Get out, motherfucker. Because, I mean, Escanor defeats all these people. But, yeah, there is an argument for how badass they are and stuff. Anyway, Escanor's just a Chad, man. He's so cool. Again said, it seems the greatness of Escanor was enough to stop the Shanks flank. There you go. Shanks is amazing. Escanor is fucking... I hate to use this term, but peak fiction. Something that doesn't exist because Lord of the Rings already did that fucking 40 years ago. 50 years, 70 years. Jesus Christ. It's almost been 100 years. Fucking Jesus. It's almost been 100 years since that shit fucking decided what peak fiction was. We have Lord of the Rings. There is no peak fiction anymore. We have Lord of the Rings. Stop calling it peak fiction. Call it This is Lord of the Rings. I read the greatest tale of all time when I was a child. Called the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And I read it at the age of 8. Okay, shit. So, wait, I gotta go back. God damn it. Here we go. We're going back.
Hey, mister. I got You should take a look.
Nope, nope, I'm good. I'm good, thank you. Alrighty, so, first and foremost... Alright, so salvage everything. I don't know why that's behaving that way. Why are you behaving so difficult? Huh? What did I do to you? I have been perfectly pouring you for the last 2 decades plus. Don't give me attitude. Yeah, you gotta talk to, see, when you become a tradesman, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta talk to inanimate objects when they don't do something that clearly is beyond their control. You need to set them straight. You need to tell them. You need to either yell at them, you know what I mean? You gotta do that shit. Apparently I still can't train anything, so let's go back. There we go. That wasn't so hard. Alright, so we'll open this cage prisoner. Go down to this cellar. Roll attack.
I gain new strength.
Thank the gods.
There you go, bonus. There's 8 of the cage people. There's more than 8. Caden said, I don't think Big Mom remembers eating people. No, she doesn't because of her hunger pains, but she does remember forcing people. She can't see the state of mind not to remember that. I mean, she definitely doesn't remember being a cannibal. Caden said, in terms of destructive power, Escanor, but I think Shanks could cut his head off at a distance. He'd be like, who decided that, you know? Once again, noontime, we're talking noontime Escanor. That's a bit of a stretch. That's a great fight, actually. Skid said Escanor is the one who will decide those things. That's exactly. Caden said, all the 7 deadly sins that could have died, it had to be my boy Escanor. I hope he's reincarnated down the line. Sorry, I'll have to chance with Merlin, but I mean the way down. No, we don't want that to happen. Trust me. Merlin is the worst thing to ever happen to Escanor. We do not want that. She caused the death of Escanor for no goddamn reason. I fuck that bitch. Fuck that goddamn whore. Fuck that whore. Don't give a shit. I've kept up with 4 Nights of the Apocalypse, and at the end of the day, this bitch is the worst thing to ever happen to Escanor. Oh, the boot. Oh, look at those boots. Wait a minute. These boots. Let's go. Boots. Better boots. Let's break up this little culted circle jerk. Let's break up the circle jerk. Skin said, ew, Merlin. Yeah, exactly. Merlin is fucking trash. I'm actually releasing a video soon. Top 5 manga tropes that I hate. Not just shonen, but mostly shonen, but seinen as well as all shoujo. And Merlin gets a good shout out in that video for something I fucking despise. So definitely look forward to that, guys. There's a video coming out about that. I worked on a lot of videos today, actually. That's why I don't feel bad for doing just a little bit of streaming for myself. Streaming, like, playing this game is for myself. Like, I enjoy talking to you guys. This is for me. This is for me to I'm relaxing, you know what I mean? I'm just sitting here, I'm just talking shit. You know, I'm not making any fucking sense. It's all good, I can talk trash, I can say what I want. You know, I don't need to make any fucking sense. I can be a hypocrite, I can do whatever the fuck I want. It's just relaxing to me, you know, I can talk, you know. I can talk to you guys, I can be like, oh, you fucking motherfucker, ooh, fucking motherfucker, you know, I can do that shit. I can do whatever I want. It's my download period a little bit. If I don't have an opportunity to do it in other ways, like if I'm bored with watching Netflix or something, like this is...
Such sad tales have reached me of your truly abysmal failure to stop the enemy at the casino outpost. But at least the enemy's spy has been found. Once we eliminate her and her allies, this obnoxious little world will fall to me, and perhaps you, if you survive.
Kane said, I hate how after Escanor died, people were making fun of him and acting like they didn't know who he was. And I wonder how this god-awful family reacted to his death. His god-awful family was already dead. That was confirmed. His whole family was dead long before. Like, before he joined the Seven Deadly Sins, they were all killed. They're all dead. So, it doesn't matter. But, yeah, no. Yeah. The Escanor death would have been great. Was handled fantastic, would have been great, and then ruined by Merlin and the continuation of the series. But we'll, like, seriously, if you want my thoughts on this, just watch the chapter reviews. They're up on this channel. Watch the chapter reviews where I talk about it, because I can't go through this again. Skin said the real villain is whoever animated Seven Deadly Sins Season 3, which was corrected by Netflix, even though they claim they never did any animation corrections. Go back and watch it on Netflix, I dare you. Because me and my buddy, who first time watching through Seven Deadly Sins, I warned him. We're on Season 3, and I said, listen, this shit is fucking awful. It's garbage. It's so fucking bad. And we're watching, and he goes, yeah, it's lower quality, but why did you say it was bad? And I was like, I don't know. And then I went back, and I checked a link that I still had saved, that's still open. The episode is 50% different. Netflix fixed it when they put it on there. Season 3 English dub is actually fixed. They fixed so many. All those panels that people make fun of, they're not there. You can't pause it and get a frame of the whole Meliodas laying in bed thing. You can't get that shit. You can't get the Escanor shots for the Escanor Meliodas fight. Not that it's good, but it's not bad anymore. You know what I mean? Trust me. Go back and watch it. It's 100% different. They fixed it. Netflix fixed it. They claim they don't, but they fucking did it. It's hilarious. Aizen screwed himself over by creating Ichigo. He created his own kryptonite. Most supervillains do. Aizen and Madara had the right idea, but they went about it the wrong way to achieve their goals a little bit. But Aizen created the Hogyoku. Because, once again, Aizen's way better than Madara. Aizen's a way better villain than Madara. For one thing, Aizen has the iconic Soul Society reveal, which is the great one. But number two is that Aizen also did this with the sole purpose, and as TC pointed out, he wanted to be defeated. Like, it's different for Madara. Madara is one-dimensional, Aizen's 3D. Skin said, because Aizen wanted to lose. There you go. Even Skin, 14-year-old poor child Skin, even he knows the real reason that Aizen was the Chad and the villain. Aizen always wanted to lose because he hated being the best. Aizen is the epitome of self-loathing. It was a great message that nobody fucking understood. Well, a lot of people did, but a lot of idiots did not, and it was very annoying. Should I already go down here? No, apparently not.
I can't.
Any books? No books? I like the books. Kill Magda. It's gonna be pretty cool. Okay, so pretty much right here, yeah, it's a checkpoint, but we're gonna kill Magda the moment. This is the boss room. So just let me quickly check that my wife didn't say like, hey, come talk to me. Nope. I offered her to watch TV half an hour ago and she hasn't responded yet. So all she said is you don't have work tomorrow. And I'm like, I do, but not until 10. So, you know, we could, you know. Kane said, I understand that, but then why was he having a his fit when Ichigo was manhandling him? If you wanted to be defeated, why get mad at being defeated? Because it was a subconscious desire. Subconsciously, Aizen, he was full with self-love. Listen, it's a therapeutic thing. You don't know, you know how many alcoholics don't think they have a problem? Think of Aizen, use that as an analogy. Think of Aizen as the best alcoholic in the world. And he refuses to go to AA. He knows he needs to go to AA, so he sets it up in some light Yagami level amount of bullshit to force himself into AA, to force a situation where he has no choice to go to AA, and he fucking hates it just like he would, because he doesn't want to go to AA, because he doesn't think he needs it, but he truly does need it. Aizen is the world's greatest alcoholic because he created a plan to go to AA at the end. That's what he was. He created Ichigo to become his AA. That's the best way I can describe it. Aizen's a three-dimensional villain. All the way. Caden said, so let's say your spiritual pressure is 1,000 times stronger than Aizen. Spiritual pressure, what does that mean? His hypnosis would not work on you? No, because from what we understand, that hypnosis shit, that works on gods. So, Koikatsu Getsu works against fucking everybody, man. Koikatsu Getsu works against fucking everything. Though granted, potentially yes. If your spiritual pressure was 1,000 times stronger than Aizen's, then yes, Koikatsu Getsu would not work on you. That's what we're led to believe. Alright, so now we're about to go into the lair of the witch. Are you guys ready? Boom. We're about to fight the boss, the lair of the witch.
Magda in the flesh. Your illusions cannot protect you now.
It matters not. While you hunted me, Belial's Imperial Guard captured your little witch Leah. Soon, her power shall be his.
We already got this bitch at less than half health. She gonna die. She gonna do nothing. Nothing.
Impossible. easy, Decker King.
Oh, we killed her without knowing it. And we got no legendary items and nothing worth. No chest. This is so sad.
I am returning to town.
Skin said doesn't work on the one above all.
Desperate moments. Magda swore that the demon lord Belial would soon rule our world.
You mean Escanor? Because yeah, no,
I am all that stands between him and the end of mankind.
Gain said, would Hela have power over the Shinigami in Bleach, or does it not work that way? What, Hela? Hela from like Thor Ragnarok? Like Hela? Would she have power over the Shinigami? No, she wouldn't.
Before I killed her, Magda told me that the Imperial Guard had captured Leah. But at the Kasim outpost, the guards revealed themselves to be serpent demons of Belial.
Then they must be holding the Emperor against his will. I tremble to think what Belial might do with Leah and her growing power. The only chance we have to rescue Leah is to wrest the Emperor from the grasp of the Imperial Guard.
Ashira of the Iron Wolves can get us to the Emperor. I will speak with her.
There we go. Boogity boogity boo. Let's go racing.
There ain't no guards around, are there? Good, because I got some new items to show you.
I know there's Leah journals, but I literally forget how to get them because I fucking failed at getting any of them. Let's see. Cain said, because she's the goddess of death and technically Grim Reaper, so they would be working underneath her, or I'm just playing around. A little bit playing around. Skin said, no, the one above all.
I'd have to be incompetent to get caught.
Would it work against... Oh, and My Hero Academia? You think that Koikatsu Suigetsu doesn't work in My Hero... Bleach, bitch, please. All the captains of the Gotei 13 trounced everybody in My Hero. My Hero Academia is looked. The Bleach universe stomps. Easy. Easy. Are you talking My Hero Academia? You're talking My Hero Academia, Skin. Bleach universe stomps them. There's no question.
Why didn't you become a guard like your brother?
We're not much alike, really. He was always dependable and practical. A complete bore, I'd say.
And you were drawn to trouble?
Hardly. I was just amusing myself with the Thieves' Guild. It was nothing serious.
Until you were a wanted man.
That may have been serious.
Skin said, I think he's talking about the one above all in Marvel Comics. Okay. But now we're doing cross-platform shit. Like, don't do cross-platform shit. Why? Why would you do that? That's dumb. Skin said, no, the one above all. Yes, Caden, thank you. Now, yeah, but why are you doing cross-platform? That's like saying, okay, Link can... Mario can beat fucking... Mario and Link can defeat Ichigo and Luffy if you fought them against Aragorn and fucking Arwen... In a battle royale, also against fucking Castle and Kate. Like, what are you doing? You know? Law and Order versus Lord of the Rings versus Super Mario versus One Piece. You know, like, do you see how crazy that is? And Caden said, "And the presence from DC." Yeah, no, I'm not having that debate.
Is this all as the prophet foretold?
Well, I did not expect you to keep company with a seraph.
You mean the angel Tyrael?
I knew what he was the instant I beheld him, but being in his presence makes me quite nervous.
Why is that? He is only here to aid us.
We do not deserve it. Tyrael sacrificed all he knew to aid us. I hope it is worthwhile.
Oh, alright.
I have thought of a way to retrieve my lost memories, but it is dangerous. I must ask you to promise me something. Should I lapse into my old sins, whatever they may be, you must kill me, as I killed John Dar.
You worry too much, Cormac. Very well. I promise. What now?
I found a journal on John Dar's corpse, written in an ancient Templar cipher. I can translate it, but it will take some time. Perhaps studying his treachery will give me a clue into my past.
Perfect. What is your concern?
John Dar was once a man of faith, devoted to the Templar Order. What if he discovered something that made him betray himself? It matters not, for I must do this anyway. I have translated a strange passage from John Dar's journal. Long before he began serving Magda, he found a set of what he called key words hidden in a dusty librum. He writes that when he read these words, memories from his past returned to torment him. It was at that point that he began to mistrust the Order, though he did not say why. I am prepared to look upon these words and risk my soul. But I want you to understand something. I know I may die at any time. When I do, it must be without a single doubt that I am serving the light.
You want to face your sins. That strikes me as a holy act.
Thank you, my friend. But please, remember your promise.
Well, shit. We're gonna have to get into that in a moment because I need to pee. We're getting into some good shit right here. But I'll be right back. Now, I hate to call myself a liar here, but I'm a motherfucking liar because now we're an hour over what I decided. I said we would play for about an hour, hour and a half, and now it's 2.5 hours, and I don't really want to stop playing. So, Yeah, my work life will hate me tomorrow, but let's go. Skin said, is your opinion what height short? In your opinion, what height are you saying what height is considered short? Anything below 5'8" is considered short. 5'8" to 5'10" is the average height of it depends. On a female, 5'6" I think is the average height. 5'10" is the average height of a guy, and anything above 6 feet is considered tall. That's what I've understood. Like, I'm 5'10", or I'm like 5'9.5", 5'10", depends if I stand up straight. I'm about 5'10", so I'm not tall, I'm not short, I'm just average. But fucking and my wife is shorter than me. My brother's like half an inch taller than me, and then most of my friends are a little taller than me, but they're 5'11". You know, I got one friend that's 6 feet, so. I don't know. That's what I consider it. By average standpoint, 5'10" is the average height. But Ken said, do you remember that random character from the Beast Pirates that spilled the food and Luffy hit him with a Gear 3rd attack? There's no way that person does survive. They say Luffy doesn't kill. Listen, Luffy's been killing for decades. Luffy's been killing for decades. I'm not, you know. Caden questioning. Caden said, Skin, what are you talking about? Skin said, I'm filling out a survey, which is why I'm asking. Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. Sorry, guys. Skin, what are you talking about? Skin said I'm filling out a survey. Caden said I'm between 5/8, 5'10". So you're 5'9". If you're between 5'8" and 5'10", you're 5'9". I mean, I'm about 5'9", 5'10". I'm not a tall guy. I'm not a short guy. Short would be like 5'7" and below. Let's be real. If you're a 5'7", you're kind of short. You know? But then again, The Rock is short compared to Shaq, so it all becomes relative, right? God damn it. I keep dealing with this. Okay, so we're gonna have to end this soon, guys. I'm gonna talk to my wife. So we're gonna do a little bit of we're just gonna do a little bit of shit.
How did your fall raise the dead? You were an angel.
Not just any angel. I was the Archangel of Justice. My fall awoke the vengeful dead who were slain unjustly during Diablo's reign of terror. There was nothing I could do. As my power left my body, I had absolutely no control over it. Chaldeum is the greatest city in the world, the seat of the Empire of Kyrgyzstan.
I have heard it called the Jewel of the East.
Its libraries overflow with undeciphered tomes of arcane knowledge. Its streets cover labyrinthine tunnels. It is a city of wonder and mystery.
Okay, so I basically have about 15, 16 minutes, so let's
How
go.
these refugees persevere. Their situation is dire, and it seems there is little hope for them. Where do they find the strength to carry on?
Suffering is what makes us human. You suffer, but you go on.
I love how they made Tyrael this like bold black guy. Like it just suits his personality and character so well. Like I feel like it would have been easy to make him this like old wizard dude with a beard and stuff, but instead they made him this clean shaven fucking giant black man, and it just works. The deep voice, the comforting tone. It's like Shaq as an angel, you know what I mean? Like it just works. It works so well.
I feel Belial in the very air. I see his shadow behind haunted eyes. Hear his voice whispering lies on the wind. He need not bring an army to this city. It is his already.
Skin says 5'3". You short as fuck. You're shorter than my aunt. I can pick up my aunt and twirl her around like a baton, and she's like 5'4", 5'2". So, yeah.
My people are shunned many places, but we were always welcomed in Chaldeum. Something must be very wrong, that they won't even let their own people into the city now.
Something. You have the sight. Tell me what is wrong.
Is that any way to speak to me? And you don't need visions to see that Belial is in control of the city. The question is how?
Kids, if you can have any power in all fiction, without any restriction, what power would you choose and what power would you have mastery over? I've thought of this before, and I think I would like the power of Sam Blood. I don't want to be too greedy. I feel like being too greedy, like asking to have like Infinity Gauntlet level powers, Marvel, DC, like God level powers is way too much. I feel like at the end of the day, what you need is a little bit of humility. So I would ask to be able to, if I trained hard and worked hard, I could become a motherfucking Super Saiyan. All the abilities intact. That's what I would ask for. I wouldn't ask for anything more than that. You know, to be strong as fuck, to be a monster among the human race, but nothing more than that, you know. Skin said not my height, just saying, yeah, 5'3" is fucking small.
Look at the size of that barbarian.
Skin said I want the power of omnipotence. No, you don't. No human wants that power. Human has the power of omnipotence, they blow the brains out tomorrow. Trust me.
Captain Ravan, the conditions out here are deplorable. Something must be done to aid these people.
Ashira, the Emperor and my friend are in grave danger. I must gain entry into the palace.
I heard what you did at Kasim Outpost in Alcanis. You have my thanks. And you shall have my help. Captain Ravan, this man has vital information regarding the massacre in the borderlands. We must see the Emperor at once.
Very well, but I don't think you'll find him receptive. Let them pass!
What is happening in the city?
Let's go.
Let's go. I'll lead you to the palace.
You are bold to have sought this audience with me. My guards tell me you were responsible for the massacre of innocent villagers in Alcanis.
Do not believe those lies. Alcarnis was the work of Magda and her coven, who served Belial.
If you are innocent, then why do you have spies skulking through my sewers? Bring her in!
Let me go!
I detest violence. Guards, I leave this matter in your hands.
That little shit. I'll fucking fuck you up. Boom, baby.
I knew you'd come for me.
Let us leave before more guards arrive.
I will cover your escape.
Thank you. Now we need to get to the sewers. I'll explain why when we get there.
The sewers, eh? Well, I mean, that's our only means of escape, so it makes sense.
These demons are blocking our way. We must destroy their summoning construct.
Let's go. Let's kill these bitches. No.
Still recharging. Impossible.
There has to be a way into the sewers from this leads to the sewers. She's alive, but the Imperial Guard is holding her somewhere down here.
We will find her.
Will we? But will we really?
So Magda was telling the truth. Somehow I knew my mother was alive. I always knew it.
But you never knew her. Be wary, Leah. Things are not as they seem sometimes.
Right there.
My exemplary servants. Keep the witch alive until she talks. Pain will loose her tongue, but only to a point. Remember what happened with the Vizier's assistant? It was a pleasurable time, I admit. But the man had only incoherent babble and bloody strands of pus spilling from his lips by the end.
Shit. Actually did that? Me? Well shit. Actually died for a change. It's not for everything, I guess, right? I think it's the first real death. I might have had one more before on the stream. Not that this is an unlock or anything, so it don't matter, but still, yeah.
I can't.
Adria should be up here.
All right. Well, we'll do that in a minute. Hold on the phone. Hold the goddamn phone. Streets of the fucking. Wait a minute. I love that shit. And yeah, no. And Grease, though, hell fucking yeah. Should have tried to avoid them. We made the wrong choice. We made the wrong choice. You know, the right choice would have been to try to lure away everybody else until the treasure goblin was triggered, so we could focus fully on the treasure goblin. We chose not to do that, and now we paid the price because, yeah, we got nothing. Alright, let's go see Adria.
Tell us about the Black Soul Stone. We know of the three that the Horadrim used to trap the primevals. What is the purpose of this one?
Your master Belial has good reason to fear it.
Leave her alone!
Seize them!
Is that it?
Leah, my daughter.
You know who I am?
My darling, I've watched over you all your life, but I never dared get close because of the danger that always shadows me.
It is not safe here. Let's move.
Is there any journal entry at all, for God's sakes? It's supposed to be right here.
There ain't no guards around.
But it's not.
Because I got some new items to show you.
I'm gonna have to rethink the whole journal entry thing.
I'm surprised Cain never told you why I left. He knew I was called to fight the Lords of Hell, and I knew he would keep you safe.
He's gone now.
Then it's fate that we have been reunited. Cain's work, your work, is my war.
According to the Herodric texts, only two evils remain. Belial is here in Chaldeum, and Asmodan has yet to reveal himself.
Alright, so that's the end, ladies and gentlemen. It was a good run. Almost 3 hours. And we're at the halfway point of Act 2. Great gameplay. And great discussion with Skin and Caden about One Piece. So, like, comment, subscribe. As always, don't forget to hit the bell notification if you want to join the squad. Don't forget to drink responsibly as always. And we will see you guys back here next time for another great, I think great, gaming stream in general. You want to jump into the stream and chat about whatever, we will do so. Just let me know. Let me know what you want to talk about. And we will be here to talk about it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button. We'll see you back here next time. Bye-bye.